we present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favourite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
I'm sorry to trouble you, Professor McLean, but it is a matter of considerable importance.
Oh, sit down, Padre.
Yes, thank you. It's the most extraordinary business, frightening, in fact, and I felt I should call on you for help.
Well, I'm delighted you did.
I understand you are expert in psychic matters.
Well, I doubt anyone can be expert, but I am interested.
Yes, quite so. You must appreciate that it's difficult for a man in my position to talk of such matters, but... Well, the truth is, I'm at a loss to, well, candidly, Professor, it's beyond me.
Perhaps you're telling me what's troubling you, Padre.
Well, you see, Professor, I am so confused that I've, forgive me, perhaps you read this account in the Times of February the 16th. I've brought it with me. There.
Extraordinary occurrence. A considerable sensation has been caused in consequence of the discovery in the snow of a vast number of footprints of a strange and most mysterious description. Well, I've been away. I didn't see this.
Oh, hello. This happened in my parish. It's the seaport of Topsham.
The superstitious go as far as to believe that they are the marks of Satan himself.
Yes, there is panic. I tell you, Professor, there is widespread panic in the entire district.
The footprints were those of some strange and mysterious animal, seen in all kinds of unaccountable places, on the tops of houses and over walls, in gardens and courtyards, as well as in open fields. You've seen these, Padre?
With my own eyes. Now, at first glance, they look like the impression made by a donkey's hoof, measuring 4 by 2 3/4 inches. But the hoof marks run in a single line, and the distance between one impression and the next is undeviatingly 8.5 inches.
You mean that...
Yes, imagine a line of marks made by a creature with one leg terminating in a hoof, which moves with a series of jumps, and always mathematically 8.5 inches apart.
Good gracious.
Oh, I tell you, Professor, they were the oddest prints I have ever seen, made by neither man nor bird nor animal. There is no sensible or Christian way of explaining their presence. Now, here I have drawn what the prints look like. There. You see, they are unlike any animal known to man.
Oh, it's most interesting.
It is frightening. I'm not a superstitious man, Professor. Neither am I illiterate. I am fairly well educated with a coldly logical approach to life. But this is beyond me.
I wonder what on earth...
I am beginning to fear it isn't of this earth. Is it possible for you to come down and, investigate the proceedings? I could introduce you to the local inhabitants, and they could paint the picture for you.
Well, certainly I'll come.
Splendid. You could, of course, stay with me. I would appreciate it if you would come down as soon as possible. There is a certain element that feeds on panic.
Well, I can leave immediately.
Well, I do hope you can come up with some solution, and I would be heartily relieved. Is Henry about, Sarah?
Oh, another gentleman to see him?
Yes. Professor McLean, this is Sarah Pilk, whose husband was the first to see the marks.
And I tell you why he did. I'll tell you why. It's him and his drinking, that's what it is.
Well, he was intoxicated.
He was sober, Professor. You mustn't give the gentleman the wrong idea,
Oh,
Sarah.
wrong idea, is it? There's too much drinking and gambling and swearing in this village, and you can't deny it, Vicar. There is. Oh, we live in the very heart of wickedness.
Oh, now come, Sarah, come. Now, where is your husband?
He's in the bakery. I'll tell you what these marks are, Professor. They're the cloven hoofs of the devil himself. He's come to visit his own kind, to look for more victims.
And look, this is the talk of a child.
A child, eh? Well then, Vicar, you tell me, what living creature made those marks out there in the snow, eh? A dog, a donkey, a swan, a badger, perhaps, all up in one leg? No, I say it's the devil, and unless we repent, the whole district will be destroyed.
Now, come along, Professor. I'll take you to the bakery.
It's the evil that men do. This I warn you, Vicar. It's the evil that men do.
We'd like you to tell us exactly what happened that morning, Henry.
Well, I'd rather not talk about it, Vicar.
This gentleman, Henry, has come from London, and he might have some solution.
Well, it were all harmless. It isn't the way Sarah says about me being drunk.
No, of course.
Well, you see, Tom and old Jeb and me, we work hard all week, and come Friday night we meet and sort of discuss things, between men like. Well, there's nothing wicked about it. And, well, Sarah, I'm not criticising, you understand, but she does carry on. And I don't blame her not altogether, because it's Will Gaskin, that's him. He's always talking about the devil coming.
Yes, what time did you get home on Friday?
Well, he must have been round about 9 o'clock. No later, that's all. And the snow started to fall heavily, and that made walking difficult. It isn't that I couldn't walk, like Sarah says. Anyway, old Jeb left me at the door and walked to his cottage down the lane.
Good night, Henry.
Good night. Here the moon were shining bright as we came down.
Oh, so you've come home, mate.
Oh, hello, my dear.
Take your hands off me, you drunken brute.
Well, drunk? Who's drunk?
You.
Not me. I had a few with old Jeb, maybe, but I'm not drunk.
Look, you can't even walk proper.
Good evening, Henry. Oh, it's you, is it? What's he doing here?
Mr. Gaskin called here about a meeting next week.
Yeah, well, you can stay away from my
This
home.
whole district's in the grip of the devil himself. Drinking, fighting, all forms of evil are here.
Well, take yourself off.
I can see a cloud. And unless there be repentance...
Now, see here, unless you get out of that door now, I'm going to throw you out.
I'm going.
Hey.
I'm going. But take warning, Henry Pilk. Punishment is waiting.
Whereas you can understand that, Sarah played up something awful.
This Will Gaskin, who is he?
Why, he's the voice of doom in the district. Ask the vicar here.
Will has set himself up as a sort of preacher. I mean, he has quite a following.
Oh, I see. Well, go on with your story, Mr. Polk.
Well, I woke up early the next morning. I had to put my first loaves in the oven at the bakehouse, you see. Well, it were bitterly cold, but it had stopped snowing. And it were then that I saw him. Strange prints marking the snow. And there wasn't a soul about, you understand. And there they were, a long single line. And I stood looking at them.
Get on with you, Henry.
Yeah,
Get on.
come here and have a look here.
Hey, what is it?
I don't know.
Hey, what are those marks? Who put them here?
Well, some animal.
Oh. Hey, they look like a donkey.
With one leg, hopping.
Oh, strange.
Hey, look over here, see? They climbed up the bakery wall and over top here, look.
But no animal could do that.
Yeah, but it has. In a long line up the wall. Hang on, I'll open the door here.
Oh, careful now, Henry,
All right,
careful.
let me get it open.
Right
There. Look, her in the yard and over the bakery roof.
What is it?
Look at that.
Oh, this is not an animal, Henry. Look. Look carefully. Now, what does that look like?
Nothing on earth.
Exactly. Nothing on earth. This was made by the devil himself.
Oh, no, my dear. I mean, you
the
can't...
devil. No living animal could up on a straight line over a wall, over a building. Oh, Will Gaskin's been warning us that this could happen, and he does, just like he said.
That is dangerous talk. It's wicked and it's dangerous talk.
I'm going to fetch him. I'm sure
I
he
don't want you near him. Now stay away.
Oh, don't you realise that if it is the devil, Henry, he could take a lot of us, and we'd burn in eternal damnation.
Well, there must be some kind of explanation. Now, don't panic.
I'm going to get Will, and no one's going to stop me.
Well, off she went, and I couldn't stop her. But other folks had seen the prints, and soon the whole village was in an uproar. And they didn't stop near by the bakery either, but they went clear through the village. Well, that's when you picked up the story, Vicar.
Oh, yes. Well, there was a hammering on my front door early that morning.
Wake up! Wake up! The devil's here! The devil's come!
What's going on here?
The devil's come, and he's left his prints all over the village. There they are for all to see. Evidence that we live sinfully.
Just a moment. What prints are these?
Look in your garden, Vicar. Look for thyself. Not even you have escaped his calling card. Not even you.
Oh, he pointed a bony finger. And there, in a straight line across the virgin snow on the lawn, stretched a long line of peculiar marks.
You see the wall of yon house, Vicar?
I stared at the wall of the rectory, and there, imprinted clearly, were the strange marks. The single line moved over the roof and down the other side. Will clutched at my arm and looked at me with triumph in his eye.
Well, Vicar, if that ain't the devil himself, what is it?
You'd say that these prints were exactly the same size.
Yes, as if they had been made mechanically. Oh, but that isn't the end of the story, Professor. Oh, no. Within an hour, another visitor was hammering on my door. It was Albert Brailford, the schoolmaster.
Well, Vicar, what do you make of all this?
Oh, well, I am mystified. I have taken drawings of the print, but I can't identify them.
I followed them on my horse. I rode 5 miles in the direction of Tynemouth, and there they were, as clear as if they'd been cut with a shovel.
But they extend for 5 miles.
Well, that's as far as I followed them. In a straight line, Vicar. A straight line. In Cooper's Field, they went directly over his haystacks.
Over them?
Right over them.
Oh, so it couldn't have been an animal.
Impossible.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Mr. Brailford, what could have made these prints?
I'm as mystified as you are, Vicar.
Well, of course, I could stand up in the pulpit on Sunday and talk of the evil stalking amongst us. And this is what the people expect to hear. Yet in all sincerity, I mean such things can't happen.
I'm beginning to wonder.
But you mean that you believe it could be...
Let's eliminate the improbables. Animals, birds, reptiles. None of them hop in a single line for 5 miles. And we can rule out insects, the human element. We are left with 2 possibilities. A hoax, which is extremely unlikely, or...
But it can't be. I mean, we are men of education, of logic. It can't be.
Well, Vicar, if it isn't, we must find some satisfactory solution. Otherwise, I promise you, there will be chaos. Absolute chaos.
Where's Will Gaskin?
I don't know.
They said he might be in the bakehouse, Henry.
This is the last place he'll be.
I've seen tracks on my farm, from the one side to the other in a single line. They came direct to the door, and then up the wall and over the roof in a single line.
Yeah, I seen him.
But these were different, oh yes.
Different?
Horribly different. They were cloven.
What?
I saw 'em clear in the snow, cloven.
Now, come up it, George.
How can you stand there so calm?
When I first saw the marks, it did set you back a bit, I know, but there's some explanation. A bird or an animal. I'm not allowing that Will Gaskin to tell me the devil's been here because of wickedness and drunkenness.
But, Henry...
I'll tell you more. Maybe this is the work of Will Gaskin himself.
What?
Will Gaskin. He never stops talking about the devil. He never stops warning us he's coming here. I heard him 100 times, I have. Beelzebub is walking the countryside. Mend your ways. Repent. That's a lot of nonsense.
Yes, I have.
Now mysterious marks appear in the snow.
Will would never do such a thing.
Wouldn't he? This makes him into something of a prophet, doesn't it? He was standing in the square this morning, ranting and raving. He should be driven right out of this village.
You're steady on, Henry.
I tell you this, George, he knows more about those marks than he's telling.
But how could he have done 'em? A long line for miles and miles. It's beyond the ability of any human being. I tell you, Henry, there were cloven hooves, and more than that, they looked as if they'd been burnt.
I say we must track down the devil. He's here amongst us, passing through our homes, our gardens, our fields. He's cast his evil eye about us and left his trail as a warning of the punishments to come. There's only one thing we can do. Track him down. Aye. Track him down and defeat him by force or trickery.
Aye, track him down.
I'll bring my dog.
Aye, and we'll need them and clubs and sticks. We'll tramp the countryside and we're casting out. Now come on. Come on, Ian, follow me. Right, come on. Right, come on.
All of them have gone, Vicar. Singing and yelling like they was mad. It's that Will Gaskin. He's whipped them up.
Yes, it's all right, Henry.
I was afraid this would happen.
If they see a stranger, they could do him harm, you know.
Yes, well, there's only one thing for this. I'll ask Squire Bartholomew to send to the authorities in Exeter and request 2 companies of the Royal Fusiliers to patrol the area.
Now he's talking sense.
A splendid idea, Vicar. It'll take more than the devil to withstand the sword and shot of the Queen's soldiers. Would you like me to go to the squire? I have my horse outside.
Yes, Mr. Brailford, and tell him this is a matter of extreme urgency.
Very well, and I should be with him by 11.
Oh, lock the door, Henry, and draw the bolts across.
Yeah, but it's early, Sarah.
Oh, it's getting dark. I light these lamps.
Now, Luke, now just let's be sensible out all this, shall we?
Oh.
The Queen's own soldiers have arrived and they're patrolling outside. You can see them from the window. Come on, have a look for yourself.
Oh, Henry, no one's safe from the devil. When he comes this night, he'll demand a human sacrifice.
And is this Will Gaskin again?
Oh, marks were seen on
I
Jard.
know, and they were cloven and burned into the snow.
That's right.
Now, see here, sir, if I was you and the rest of the crowd that went searching for the devil with clubs and sticks and dogs, I would be so ashamed I would hang my head.
Oh, we walked miles and
What
miles.
did you find? Daft Denny. A harmless idiot who nearly frightened to death you did.
Yes, but...
Now, this nonsense has got to stop. Do you hear me?
Yes, Henry.
I want no more talk of the devil.
No.
Now, those marks we saw outside.
All right.
I've got a business to attend to. I haven't the time to stand in the square ranting and raving like Gaskin does, and I don't want you there listening to him.
But
I have heard enough. You leave the solving of this problem to men of education like the vicar, and we'll get on with the business of living.
The prince only appeared for the one night, Padre.
Yes, but to add to the mystery, Professor, it has been established that the tracks extended along the South Devon coast for almost 100 miles.
100 miles? Well, this definitely rules out an animal.
And what does it leave?
What an incredible business.
You have made a study of the psychic phenomena, Professor. Does this stretch into that world? Look, I must know because of the people. They are still afraid, and I can't say that I blame them. There is nothing more terrifying than the inexplicable. They are asking me questions, and what can I tell them? Will Gaskin has an answer, and it seems feasible enough to them.
Well, strange marks have been seen before, Padre.
What? Where? I knew nothing of this.
These prints have caused such a sensation that they've made headlines in the newspapers.
Oh.
The others were not reported. For instance, now let me see. It must have been 15 years ago among the high mountains of the elevated district where Glenochley and Glenlyon meet. Tracks were found in the snow.
Ah, but like these?
Well, there is a similarity, yes.
Did they discover what caused them?
People said it looked like the imprint of a one-legged foal that hopped over 20 miles. The animal has never been identified.
Oh, I see.
But I cannot give you any psychic explanation, though I am reminded that pigs were killed in the French-Canadian wilderness by circular burn marks shaped like a hoof of an unknown origin.
Circular burn marks?
Yes, but I've no idea what caused them.
What extraordinary.
Of course, some people assert, though this is far-fetched, I grant you, they assert that the marks were made by some mechanical device.
But, Professor, what mechanical device can proceed through the snow for hundreds of miles, and, what is more, scale walls and roofs and haystacks?
Perhaps some device that emits heat or energy, which has some propulsion medium to sustain the machine in flight. This could explain the undeviating space between each print, and the uniform size, and the burn marks.
There is no such machine on this earth, Professor.
I am well aware of the fact.
You mean, then, this machine comes from somewhere else?
It's an idea.
Another planet?
We haven't proof, have we, that there isn't life on other planets?
But good gracious, as you say, it is far-fetched.
It isn't any more far-fetched than a one-legged creature that can hop for miles over roofs and up walls, is it?
And those pigs that were killed, burn marks on their bodies. Oh, no, this is ridiculous. There must be a feasible explanation.
Well, if there is, Padre, I'm afraid I haven't any idea what it could be.
Well, Henry, all the gentlemen have left the village now.
Aye, and I'm going to miss them. They say my bread is the finest they've tasted. Sales have been booming.
Aye. And with all their looking, they didn't come up with anything.
Nothing.
George Packham told me a man has been all over his farm with one of them water sticks, to see if he could pick up vibrations or something. Oh, I tell you, my dear, there's been some weird ones here.
Aye. Anyway, it's put Topsham on the map. They've even written about it in the Times.
No.
In London, they have. It's a fact. Look, the vicar gave me these papers here.
Yeah, let me
Go on. You just have a look at them.
Oh! Why, there's your name.
That's right.
Oh, it says the... wait a minute. Henry Pilk, the baker in the village, who first noticed these prints... That's you! Henry Pilk!
That's right, I told you.
Oh, a pity. Oh, what a pity. There isn't a picture. Here, now, what else is there?
Well, look at these letters here.
Oh, letters? Where?
That's right. Yes, look, and according to this one, there was a large bird with a single eye here in the middle of his forehead.
Go on.
And it sort of flew very close to the ground, very fast, and touched it with its foot every so often.
Oh, where's the bird now?
Well, it died out years ago, did that one?
Well, if there was one here, Henry, we'd see
Now,
it.
look, don't argue about this.
Oh, wait a minute. What's this letter? In it, he says, the prints were made by one of the royal swans. Oh, now, how could they have made them? I ask you. Here's a man who says... He says several badgers made him. Here's someone who says... He says it might have been a unicorn. Oh, now that's daft.
No more daft than that Gaskin and his devil.
Oh, look. Look here, Ernie. Here's a picture of the village square. I must say the papers have done us proud.
Aye, and we done them proud, my dear. Plenty to write about for years to come. And the way I sees it, no one will ever come up with the right solution.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favourite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
Come in, Dr. Wallace. Come in and close the door.
Thank you, Air Marshal.
Terrible day. Won't be sorry when this winter's over. Sit down.
Thank you.
Now then, what is it you want?
To tell you about this idea I have.
I've no use for you inventors. My boys' lives are too precious to be wasted on your crazy notions.
That's exactly why I worked out this plan to destroy Germany's dams. The effect on the German war effort could be tremendous.
The dam project. I've heard of it. It's too far-fetched.
Well, I think when I've explained it... may I?
Well, as long as it doesn't take too long.
Well, I'll make it as brief as possible. As you will appreciate, the concrete dams that supply the industrial towns of the Ruhr Valley hold captive millions of gallons of water, which supply not only industry, but also drive hydroelectric generators.
I know all that. Tell me something I don't know. How does your plan work?
But it's really very simple. I've designed a new bomb, one that can explode beneath the water of the lake and destroy a dam by means of a shockwave. I believe a 5-ton bomb placed under the water against the dam wall could fracture the concrete, or, with luck, punch a hole right through it. And the water pressure will break down the wall.
You say the bomb will have to be dropped against the dam wall? How?
Well, I had thought of a torpedo, but that would be useless. The Germans have laid steel nets across the lakes of the dams to prevent such an attack. I intend bouncing the bomb.
Bouncing it?
Using the principle of spinning the bomb, as if it were a pebble one wanted to skim over the water. I'm sure you've often done that in the past.
Sounds too easy.
Well, it is.
How do you know it's going to work?
I've tried it out on a dam in Radnorshire. A small, disused dam, of course, owned by the Birmingham Corporation.
What type of aircraft had you in mind?
I thought of the new Lancaster.
If you think you're going to get a squadron of new Lancasters out of me, Barnes Wallace, you've made a mistake.
Well, not a squadron, naturally. Just one, to try it out.
I don't know.
Well, as I told you, I've already tried it with a converted Wellington off Chesil Beach.
Yes, I read about that in your report. I gather you made the experiment with the Vickers test pilot, Butt Summers.
Yes, you know him?
I've known him for years.
Oh, you'll give us the go-ahead, then?
Not without further investigation, Dr. Wallace.
Well, perhaps I can help you in that. Summers is in the outer office. He's brought some of the films we made that should show how it works.
Films?
Yes.
That's different. I'd like to see them.
Oh, good.
I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll show them in Bomber Command projection room in an hour's time.
Fine.
I'll ask Vice Marshal Thornby to run the film for us. If it's as good as you say, there's no point in letting everyone know about it.
You approve of the idea?
Approve of it? Haven't seen it yet. But I promise to think it over. And when I saw the film, Cochrane, I knew we were on to something. The job's going to be yours. I think it may have a chance.
Yeah, from what you say, sir, it sounds rather more than likely. I've known Wallace for years. He's a first-class scientist and an excellent engineer.
Then it's up to you to organize the raid on the dams. The Mona, the Ada, and the Sorpa dams are the important ones.
It'll need some brilliant air crews. Perhaps we'd better pull out some of our better squadrons and start on intensive training right away.
No, I don't want to upset the main force. I thought you might use a group of experienced chaps who've just finished a tour. Keen lads who won't mind doing another instead of having a rest. Do you think you can find any in your group?
Sure I can. Had you anybody in mind to command them?
Gibson.
Gibson. He's due for a rest. I believe he's making the last trip of his third tour this very night. He's been on ops almost constantly since the war started.
173 missions, and that's a lot. Even so, can you think of anyone better?
No answer. One other point. How long before the operation?
12 weeks.
12 weeks in which to choose an air crew for 21 bombers, not to mention mechanics and ground crew.
And to train them, Cochrane. That's the most important thing, to train them.
I was delighted to hear you have another bar to your DSO, Gibson.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now then, let's get down to business. I was wondering how you'd feel about doing one more trip.
What sort of trip, sir?
At this moment, there's very little I can tell you about it, except that it's extremely important. I know that's not much to go on, but would you be willing to command the operation?
Command? Yes, I think so, sir.
You sound doubtful.
Well, it's rather like a lucky dip, isn't it?
I suppose it is. There is one thing I must warn you about. It'll be impossible to take off for at least 2 months.
2 months? But why all that time?
Training. For this particular operation, the Commander-in-Chief wants us to form a special squadron. And that, of course, will be up to you. You've got to be sure you can rely on every man you choose. I shall tell our squadrons they're going to have to give up some of their better men.
Well, they won't like that, sir.
No, I know they won't. But it's got to be done.
I'm aware that it's all very secret, sir, but what sort of training is involved?
Low flying.
I see. And the target?
Yeah, I'm afraid I can't tell you anything about that just yet.
Except to say that you've all got to be able to low-fly at night until you can do it with your eyes closed, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, if it's to be low-flying over Germany, sir, I know just the man. A chap called Martin.
Ah.
He was decorated for doing just that.
Good. Well, I'm sorry I can't tell you any more just at the moment. I know it's rather like sitting on a volcano, but your immediate task is to get your crew flying.
And what about our aircraft, sir?
No, that's in hand. The first Lancaster will be flown into Scampton tomorrow, and that's where you will be stationed.
Oh, thank you, sir. Is that all?
I think so. Oh, no, just a moment. There is one other thing. A new squadron of 700 men could cause interest in the wrong places. Security is all important. No one must know there's anything unusual about X squadron. As far as everyone's concerned, this is just an ordinary new squadron.
And the cover plan?
No, don't worry about that. We'll think up something later.
Someone could ask us our number, and it might be difficult if we don't have one.
You'll get your number, Gibson. At the moment, as I said, yours is X squadron. Good luck to you.
Good to see you again, Terry.
Oh, thanks for asking me, sir. Although I seem to be in somewhat distinguished company. Never seen so many decorations scattered about the mess tonight.
It's going to be a good squadron.
It certainly is. Hey, isn't that Mickey Martin, the chap who was decorated for low flying?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Who's the tall chap? The one leaning against the mantelpiece?
That's Joe McCarthy, an American from Brooklyn.
Oh, he looks like one. How did he get here?
He joined the RAF before America came into the war.
Ah.
Oh, well, I imagine I'd better welcome everyone to Scampton. Quiet, please. I'm glad to see you're making yourselves at home. I don't want to disturb the party more than absolutely necessary, but I felt I'd rather like to say welcome to you all.
Thank you, sir. What's the form?
The form? I wish I could answer that. All I can tell you is that this is to be the Royal Air Force's crack squadron with a special job to do. I must admit I know as little about it as you do, but I'm sure somebody's going to tell us something before long. Anyway, whatever the target is, I understand it might even shorten the war. It's also essential that you should practice low-flying day and night until, as Air Vice Marshal Cochrane says, you can do it with your eyes closed.
It must be the Tirpitz, sir.
I'd rather you didn't jump to conclusions. The target could be anything from a battleship to Hitler's hideaway in Berchtesgaden. Whatever it is, you've got to be able to do as you're told, without asking any questions. And then there's a matter of security. Terry Tatum here commented on the number of decorations being worn in the mess. If he noticed it, you can be sure other, less desirable people are going to do the same. It's unusual to have a crowd like you forming a squadron, so whatever happens, you've got to keep your mouth shut. Remember that walls have ears, and your very lives depend on secrecy. If we surprise the Germans, everything will go splendidly. If they know we're coming, well, let's not talk about that. We'll just enjoy the party and then get down to training tomorrow.
Good afternoon, Wing Commander Gibson. I'm very glad to meet you.
Thank you, sir. You've got a beautiful home. There's a lot to be said for the country, isn't there?
There is indeed. Well, I don't suppose you've come to Burhill just to enjoy the English countryside.
No, Dr. Wallace. I've come for information about the weapon.
You know nothing about it?
No, sir.
You know the target?
I don't even know that.
I see. That makes things difficult. Do you see this list?
Yes, sir.
Well, the operation you are going on is so secret that I'm not allowed to tell anyone whose name is not on it. Yours isn't one of them. A lot of nonsense, that's what it is, a lot of nonsense. But I'll tell you as much as I dare and trust that someone enlightens you when you get back to Scampton.
I must admit it's not easy working in the dark.
I'm sure it's not. Well, here goes. Now, I can tell you that there are certain rather large and vital objects in enemy territory that we have to get rid of. The point is that these objects are so large that an ordinary bomb won't hurt them. As it happens, I've got an idea for a bomb that destroys through the medium of shock waves.
Afraid I don't quite understand, sir.
Well, let's put it this way. You've played shove halfpenny.
Yes, sir.
Well, then, imagine you've got 2 or 3 discs lying on the board, each touching the other. Mm-hmm. You flick in another behind them, and all but the front one stays where they are. That's a shock wave.
I see what you mean, sir.
Yes. Well, look at these photographs, Gibson. I can at least show you this. As you see, it's a Wellington dropping one of my bombs.
Are we to drop them over water, then, sir?
Yes. You'll be dropping it over water either at night or early in the morning when it's calm. What I want to know is, can you fly at a speed of 240 miles per hour at 60 feet over smooth water and still be able to bomb accurately?
It's hard to judge your speed over water. What margin of error do we have?
None. It's got to be 60 feet.
I must say I find the thought of low flying exciting, sir. Normally we're not allowed to do it. They say the RAF is losing a lot of aircraft every month from low-flying accidents.
Now, I want you to go away and think about it, Gibson. Put your mind to the problem of flying over water at a height of 60 feet. No more, no less. 60 feet.
We nearly went into the lake, sir. It's incredibly dangerous. I'm afraid that unless we know what it is we're going to attack, we'll never be able to find some way of judging height accurately.
I appreciate the difficulty you've had, Gibson. Actually, Dr. Wallace and I felt it was about time you saw a model of your targets. Help me lift the tops off these packing cases. They're unnailed.
Yes, sir. Oh, they don't look like battleships to me.
Battleships?
Oh, the chaps were having a side bet, sir. Thought they might
You take the top off, Gibson, and I'll cope with the other two cases.
Right, here we are, sir.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of that?
Dams.
That's it, Gibson. Models of 3 of Germany's most important dams. The Möhne, the Eder, and the Sorpe.
So that's what we've got to attack, is it?
We take a close look at them, Gibson. To breach the dam walls, the bomb must explode deep down in the water against them. Now, I've calculated the first bomb should crack them. More bombs will eventually topple them, helped, of course, by water pressure.
When do we go?
Between the 13th and 19th of May.
There'll be a full moon then. You've got to be accurate, or you might overrun.
And if the bomb hits the parapet?
Well, it won't hurt the dam wing commander, but it could most certainly hurt you. Sorry to get you up so early, Gibson. We thought you'd like to see how the bomb stands up to the shock of dropping. That's why we've decided to drop it at high tide. And when the tide goes out, we'll be able to see the result of the experiment. The Lancaster should be here in a moment. Oh, by the way, have you got over your bomb sight trouble?
Oh, yes, I think so, sir.
Ah, good.
We found the low-level bomb sights we were using weren't nearly accurate enough. Wing Commander Dan of the Ministry of Aircraft Production had the answer. His carpenter ran one up in 5 minutes out of spare bits of wood.
That sounds incredibly elementary.
Well, it is. See, the base is a small triangle of plywood with a peephole at one angle and 2 nails stuck in the other corners.
Yeah?
All you have to do is to look through the peephole, and when the 2 towers of the dam are in line with the nails, you're on target.
Amazing. And your height problem?
Oh, we've got an answer to that as well, sir. We've had an Aldous lamp fitted under the bomber's nose and another under the tail. The 2 thin beams of light made by the lamps make pale, round discs of light that rush along the surface of the water, gradually converging as the plane comes lower. Bingo. Exactly 60 feet. There's the Lancaster, sir.
Splendid. We've got Mutt Summers flying. Oh, he's getting quite good at dropping my bomb. We should be safe enough up here on the sand dunes.
He's nearly here, sir.
No, he's got to work. The prototypes did, but this is the real thing. I find the seashore most stimulating at this time of day.
She's here, sir.
It's got to work.
There it goes. It's a strange shape. It's like a barrel. It's done it. The bomb's sinking.
No, Gibson. It's not working. The bomb's breaking up. You can see the fragments of it in the spray. It should still be in one bit. I'm afraid it's...
You're wrong. It's splendid. It's exploded. You're wrong, Dr. Wallace. The bomb's worked.
Oh, thank goodness. Not quite as good as it should be. Some of the casing must have come away. But it did work. Anyway, there are a few weeks left, so we'll do a little more research.
So, that's it, chaps. It's the Möhne, Eder, and Sorpe dams. As you've seen, the Lancasters have been modified to carry Dr. Barnes-Wallace's bombs. The bomb doors have been removed, and so has the upper turret and some of the armor. There's also a strange-looking bomb underneath.
Oh, when do we go, sir?
Tomorrow night. The moon should be very bright, and as all other missions over Europe have been cancelled, we should have it to ourselves. The 19 Lancasters of 617 Squadron will take off at 21:28 hours. We're to fly out in 2 main groups, crossing the Dutch flak belts to the north of the Zuiderzee. I lead the first formation of 9 Lancs to attack the Möhne, and then, if we're successful, we'll carry on to the Eder. The second formation of 5 will act as a diversionary force and attack the Sorpe. The rest of you will be useful to fill in the gaps as required during the operation. Any questions?
What are the dam's defenses like, sir?
And as far as we know, they seem to be confined to light flak, although I must warn you about some new structures being built on top of the Myrna. They could be additional defenses.
Any balloons, sir?
Well, up until yesterday, the nearest were about 12 miles away. I don't think we'll need to worry about those, Hopgood.
Thank you, sir. Are there any nets on the lake?
If you look at this photograph, you'll see that there are torpedo booms in front of the dam walls.
How effective will they be against the bomb?
Well, they might just as well not be there. Now then, I want you to look at these. As you can see, they're models of the 3 dams.
Can we make a study of them, sir?
You can indeed. In fact, I want you to study them until every detail is imprinted on your minds.
Which would you say is the best way into the Myrna, sir?
I'd say down that spit of land running out into the lake. Follow that, and we should fly in a straight line to the middle of the dam wall.
How long have we got to study the models, sir?
Until 8 o'clock. Then I want you to buzz off and get some grub. At the same time, keep your mouth shut. I don't even want you to mention this briefing to your own crews. Remember, if anything should get out to the Germans, we won't be coming back tomorrow night.
Gibson?
Sir?
Just here to say all the best and safe flying.
Oh, thank you, sir.
The same message comes to you all from Dr. Barnes-Wallace and Air Marshal Harris. Tell the lads when you're airborne.
I will, sir. I hope we can do them justice.
I'm sure you will. By the way, I'm sorry to hear about your dog. Someone tells me he was run over today.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'll miss old nigger. He used to follow me everywhere.
Where Gibson went, his dog would follow. Even on a practice run over Derwentwater, I believe.
Well, sir, I'm afraid I...
That's all right. Did the same sort of thing when I was your age. You know, of course, that I've decided to use the word nigger as the code word for a successful breach of the dams.
Yes, sir.
Nice to think his name will go down in history, isn't it? Right, Gibson. Well, this seems to be it. See you later.
See you later, sir. Come on, Terry. You'll miss the bus.
Coming, sir.
Cochrane, is that you?
Ah, Dr. Wallace. I didn't expect to see you. The boys will be sorry to have missed you.
Well, that's why I'm a little late. I was afraid I might make a fool of myself if I had to say goodbye. So many young men. How many of them will return? If I were 22 instead of in my 50s, I'd be out there with those lads instead of sitting here in England. I can't believe they're so young.
You've done more than most men of your age, Wallace. You even released the bomb during its test.
I suppose you're right. Oh, look. Isn't that the Veery?
That's it. They're off.
Good luck to you, lads. Good luck.
Hey, Hutch, turn the heat off.
Oh, thank goodness for that. This Mee West's killing me. Small town coming up.
Okay, Terry. I'll ease her over.
There's a lot to be said for hugging that canal. Took us straight to the entrance to the Roe Valley.
That's where we wanted to go. What's our ground speed, Terry?
Exactly 203.5 miles an hour.
That's great. I see Martin's ranging alongside, flashing his eldest lamp. What's he saying, Hutch?
We're going to get screeches tomorrow night.
He's dead right. Answer him, biggest binge of all time.
That'll be a great help coming from Hutch. He doesn't even drink. The flak's quiet.
Yeah, we had enough of that just a while ago. Although I suppose it's too much to hope it won't happen again. Hey, those must be the hills that cradle the dam.
New course, Skipper. 165, magnetic.
Thanks, Terry. The last lap. Hope the reserve force is doing okay. Spoke too soon. Here they come again. Determined to cause a slight nuisance.
Slight nuisance? There's flak everywhere.
What do you expect when we disturb their beauty sleep?
That crazy American McCarthy should be able to solve it by now.
We're there! Over the Myrna!
Look at it. Damn beautiful.
Oh, it's mighty big. Hugging the water like a battleship. How can we possibly break that? What about that flak? The searchlight's but 1,000 guns.
Look, I'm going to circle out of range until the others arrive.
Lots of guns on the dam, Skipper.
Yes, I noticed that. They're in the towers from the look of things.
And in the fields on either side.
Well, a bit aggressive, aren't they?
That you, Trev? Thought you'd left us.
He's raring to go, Skipper. I guess that applies to all of us.
All right, I'm going to start calling the others. T for Tom. T for Tom, are you there?
Okay, leader.
A for Apple. A for Apple. Leader calling A for Apple.
A for Apple answering.
That's 2 of them. P for Popsy. P for Popsy.
Popsy here.
I'm glad about that, Martin. M for Mother. Are you with us, Hopgood?
To the bitter end, Skipper.
Good lad. Q for Queenie. Q for Queenie. Q for Queenie. Leader calling Q for Queenie.
Why doesn't he answer?
Hello? Q for Queenie. Are you there, Anstel?
No sign of him from here, leader.
Thanks, Emperor Mother. I'll try once more. Q for Queenie. Hello, Q for Queenie. Sorry, lads. I guess he must have bought it somewhere. Well, I suppose we'd better start the ball rolling, hadn't we?
Can't wait to get in and out of that lot.
Hello? All cooler aircraft. I'm going to attack. Stand by to come into attack in your order when I tell you. Hello? M for Mother. Stand by to take over if anything happens, huh?
Okay, leader. Good luck.
Throttles ease, Hut. Throttles ease. Picking up speed, lads. How does it look from there, Terry?
Oh, this is with it. I can see everything.
Come on, Chief George. Let's see what you're made of. Check height, Terry.
All right, okay, Skipper.
Touching 240. Check speed control, Pulford. All guns ready, gunners. Coming up.
Down. 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 Up a bit. That's it. Now hold it. Steady. Steady. Lights touching. 60 feet exactly, Skipper. Working like a dream.
Keep her like that, Terry.
You're pointing her right between the towers, Skipper.
Pulford, stand by to pull me out of the seat if I get hit. You'll have to take over. Can't give up at this stage. Open at the tower, steering.
Steady as we go. Coming up now. Over to you, Spafford.
Your fingers crossed, boys.
We've done it. In the very light, Hutch. Let the others know.
We're over the parapet, easing her away now.
Good show, leader. Nice work.
Thanks, Hopgood. Hope you.
Skipper, she's going. Oh, what an explosion.
Yeah, I see it. Good old Wallace. He said it'd be okay. Well done, boys.
I don't think we've breached it, Skipper.
No, not likely to, Terry. We're just weakening the structure. Now it's over to Hopgood. Hello? M for Mother. Hello, M for Mother. Good luck.
Okay, leader. Attacking now.
I'll go down with you to draw up some of the flak.
There he goes.
Yeah, with any luck, this will be the one.
Skipper. Skipper, he's been hit. He's on fire.
Poor Hoppy. Hutch, report our bomb gone to base.
Okay, Skipper.
Hello? P for Popsy. Hello? P for Popsy. Are you ready?
Okay, leader. Going in.
What's happened? The only signals we've had have been goner, nothing else. Bombs have gone, but why? What's gone wrong?
You have to be patient, Wallace.
I've been patient for weeks waiting for this moment, Harris. Must I wait forever? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'd hoped one bomb might do it.
Yeah, it's probably weakened it.
Weakened it? That's not what they're here for.
Now, let's recap. So far, we've had Goner from Popsy, Apple, and George. There are others to come.
With half an hour break between each one.
Not even 5 minutes. Well, it feels like an hour. A cigarette, Wallace?
Thank you, Cochrane. I think I will have one.
Bathroom?
Cochrane.
Yes. Yes.
Cochrane, he's writing something. What is it?
Let me see. N. I. Wallace. It's Nigger. It's gone. The dam's gone.
At last.
Congratulations, old man.
Wallace, I want to shake your hand. I must admit I didn't believe a word you said about that damn bomb, but you could sell me a pink elephant now.
I mean, it was so obvious. It had to work.
I must tell Portal immediately.
Well, the CNC is in Washington, sir.
I know that, Cochrane. First officer, get me the White House.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favorite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
This is Laurence Olivier. Today's play is based upon one of my own most favorite stories, written by an author who in his day foretold many of the miracles which today we treat as commonplace, H.G. Wells. This particular story deals, like so many of his others, with the world of his imagination. I shall play the part of Nunez, the man who tells the story. Here, then, is H.G. Wells, The Country of the Blind. 300 miles and more from Chimborazo, 100 from the snows of Cotopaxi, in the wildest wastes of the Ecuador Andes, there lies that mysterious mountain valley cut off from the world of men, the country of the blind. Long years ago, that valley had been accessible. Indeed, it had been settled and farmed by Peruvians who had fled there from the tyranny of their Spanish ruler. But then, in the 17th century, a violent volcanic eruption had brought down one whole side of Mount Arauca. The landslide had completely cut off the valley from the outside world. And ever since that day, the country of the blind had been no more than a legend. The legend was known to me, and I told it to the party of mountaineers to which I was acting as a guide in the attempt to climb Parascatopotel, the so-called Matterhorn of the Andes.
And you say the valley is somewhere down there?
Somewhere. Nobody remembers exactly where it lies. Nobody's been there for nearly 300 years.
But why the country of the blind?
One survivor of the original settlers escaped. He was out of the valley when the earthquake occurred. He said that the valley had everything that man could desire: sweet water, pasture, good climate. The settlers had done very well there, despite the height and the wildness of the mountains that hemmed them in. But a strange disease had broken out and made all the children born there blind. It was to seek some antidote or charm against this that he had left the valley and made his way down to the coastal belt. He'd come down to the coast to fetch some holy relics for his people by which they might be cured. Then, after the earthquake, of course, he was unable to get back to his people. He died in the silver mine. And the story he had brought back to the coast became a legend.
Quite a pretty one. I dare say his people had contracted snow blindness, if it's as bad down there as it is up here.
Oh, I don't think they had any snow to bother about. The valley must be several thousand feet below us, down there, under the mist, somewhere. Climate was supposed to be very temperate.
Well, that's more than I can say for this ridge. Perhaps the mist will clear in the morning and we'll get a sight of the place.
Perhaps so. But the peak seems to act as a sort of cloud trap, clear on this side of the ridge, misty on the other.
Are there supposed to be people still living there?
According to the legend, yes. Nobody knows, as nobody's ever been there since.
We might try and get down there after we've made the summit.
No chance of that, I'm afraid. Beyond the ridge, there's a sheer precipice, 1,000 feet or more. Nobody knows what lies below that.
Oh, well, I'm going to turn in. We've got a stiff day ahead of us.
Well, good night, senor. I'll just have a word with the porters before I turn in, too.
Watch how you go near the ridge.
Right.
Snow's a bit loose, I noticed. Good night.
Good night. Our camp was at the foot of the last leg of the climb, on a sheltering shelf of rock just over the ridge by which we had come up. I checked our equipment with the porters and went on 20 or 30 yards to the edge. It was bright moonlight, and below me the clouds lay silent as a vast and glittering snowfield. Suddenly I felt a tremor in the hard snow under my feet. I jumped back, I slipped, and I felt myself falling over the sheer edge of the shelf. Ah! I shall never know. From the shelf to the ridge and beyond it, down the sheer white slopes, the loosened snow thundering along beneath me, down the slope to the precipice, then falling through space till I lost all consciousness. Down further slopes till at last the avalanche came to rest, miraculously leaving me only half buried in the soft white snow that had saved my life. How long I lay there insensible, I can only guess. But at last I came to my senses and struggled free. Bruised, but otherwise unhurt,
I staggered down beyond the snow line, dropped beside a boulder, and fell into a stunned sleep. When I woke, it was broad daylight. The birds were singing in the trees below me. I dragged myself to my feet and gazed about me. Behind the sheer white wall of the mountain towered up to the clouds. There was no hope of climbing back to safety that way. My only hope was to go on, down by the screes and corries to the trees, down through them to the hidden valley. The climb might be difficult, but at least it was possible. By midday, I had reached the valley floor. About me were green fields, carefully cultivated in little walled-in patches. And there before me were clustered the huts of a village.
Hello there. Hi!
3 men were there beyond the stream. When I shouted, they turned and peered in my direction. I waved to them. They did not appear to see me. They turned towards the mountains and shouted away to my right. I scrambled down towards the little bridge which led into the village, and when at last they could hear me approaching, they turned their blank and sightless faces towards me. And then I knew. This was the country of the blind. All the old stories and legends came back to me, and as I came toward them, the proverb came into my mind: in the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
My name is Núñez, Jose Núñez, the guide from Bogota, beyond the mountains. I fell within an avalanche from the ridge up there. It's a miracle I wasn't killed.
Where does he come from, Brother Pedro?
Down out of the rocks. From over the mountains, the country beyond there, where men can see. You can't see me, I know, but I can see you all right. I come from near Bogota, where nobody has lost their sight.
Lost their sight? What is sight? Let me feel you, stranger. Let me feel your face. Why are you afraid to be felt?
Well, mind my eyes, carefully.
Eyes? He's a strange creature. Feel the coarseness of his hair, like a llama's, and the roughness of his chin. Oh, rough as the rocks that begot him. Oh, well, perhaps he will grow finer.
Carefully, don't prod my eyes like that.
He speaks. Certainly he is a man. And you have come into the world.
Out of the world? Over mountains and glaciers, right over there. The world beyond the mountains. The real world that goes down 12 days' journey to the sea.
Let us take him to the elders. This is a marvelous thing. Take my hand.
Take your hand? But I tell you, I can see.
See?
Yes, see. I can see perfectly well, and it's quite... Oh, sorry, but I...
His senses are still imperfect. He stumbles and talks unmeaning words. Lead him by the hand.
Look, just because I trip over a pail that you leave in the way, it doesn't mean... Oh, very well. Take my hand, then.
I found it taxed my nerves and patience more than I'd anticipated, that first encounter with the population of the country of the blind. As we entered the village, the people came out of every cottage, mud huts with never a window among them, held on to me, touching me, smelling at me, listening to every word I said. And I could make none of them understand that I came from the great world beyond the mountains and that I had eyes and could see. At last, I was told to wait outside the hut of the elders while my 2 blind guides explained all about me. Then I was told to enter. Inside, the hut was as black as night. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's so dark. I can't see. I fell over somebody, I'm afraid.
Dark?
I'm sorry.
See? What does he mean?
As we said, he's a wild man out of the rocks.
Bogota. Bogota, over the mountains.
His mind is hardly formed yet. He's only the beginnings of speech. He is called Bogota, and he is but newly formed. As you hear, he stumbles as he walks and mingles words that mean nothing with his speech.
Once again, I find myself trying to explain the great world out of which I had fallen, and the sky, and the sun, and such like marvels. And they would believe and could understand nothing whatever that I told them. It was beyond my power to make them understand what sight and seeing really were. Finally, they began to explain the world to me.
The world was first an empty hollow in the rocks, and then came first inanimate things without the gift of touch, and llamas and a few other creatures that had little sense, and then men, and then, at last, angels, whom you can hear singing and making fluttering sounds,
but whom no one can touch at all.
Singing and fluttering? Oh, you mean the birds?
Birds?
Yes.
There is no such word as birds. If you continue to talk nonsense...
Oh, excuse me.
You come among us when our people are sleeping, stumbling and uttering words of no meaning.
People sleeping, but you surely don't sleep during the daytime when it's light?
Nonsense again? It's natural that people sleep when it is warm and get up to do their work when it is cold.
Day and night. I never thought of it like that, warm and cold. So your day is our night.
It is obvious that you were created to learn from us and to serve the wisdom that we have acquired. The night is nearly over. Eat and sleep. And tomorrow we will try and teach you some wisdom and understanding.
The exasperation of those first few days were almost more than I could bear. It was impossible to make them understand, to admit that I possessed any faculty that was denied to them. I spoke of the beauties of sight, watching the mountains, of sky and sunrise, and they heard me with amused incredulity. To them there was no sky. Their valley was the entire world, walled in with the rocks from which sprang a cavernous roof, which they believed to be smooth and solid, from which dews and occasional avalanches descended. I was imprisoned with them in a kind of cosmic casserole. One day I could stand it no longer.
You say that people who can see know what is happening a long way off?
Yes, I can prove it to you. We're outside the village, aren't we? It's out of earshot.
Well, not really.
But I can see what is happening there. Now, if I tell you what I see, things that you can't hear at all, will you believe me then?
Perhaps. What are the elders doing?
The elders?
Yes, the elders of the village. What are they doing in their hut?
But if they're in their hut, how can I see what they're doing? I can tell you what the people in the street are doing.
No, I can hear what they're doing. When we get a little closer, I can hear what the elders are doing as well. I don't have to go into the hut. I can hear through the walls. Can't you see through the walls?
Of course I can't see through the walls. Nobody could.
In fact, nobody can see. And don't walk on the grass.
I can't stand it any longer.
Put that spade down.
What is Bogota doing? Why has he raised the spade over his head?
He's behaving very oddly.
Why has Bogota walked across the meadow and not gone by the path as he should have done?
I'm going to do what I like in this valley. Do you hear? I'll do what I like and go where I like.
Hold him, Brother Pedro. He's going to do something foolish.
Bogota, put that spade down and come off the grass. I'll hit the first man who tries to touch me. I'll hurt you. I'll kill you. Leave me alone.
Put that spade down. Hold him, brother.
No! Oh, there. I told you, didn't I? I can see you. I can hurt you. Now try and stop me. Try and find me. I shan't come back till you acknowledge me as your king. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Well, I'm better than that. I'll prove it to you. Try and find me now. I stayed outside the wall of the Valley of the Blind for 2 days and nights without food or shelter. I thought of ways of fighting and conquering these infuriating people, but there was clearly no way of doing so. I had no weapons, and though I could make myself a club from the bough of a tree, I knew that it was impossible for me to attack them singly and in cold blood. I tried to find food among the pines, even to catch a llama and kill it, but it was no use. Hunger proved too much for me, until finally I crawled back to the village to try and make my peace with them. I was mad, but I'm only newly made. Forgive me.
That is better, Bogota. Do you still have the foolish illusion that you can see, as you call it?
No, that was all a mistake. The word means nothing.
Yes, you are recovering your senses. And what is it that is overhead? Is it the sky, I think you called it?
No, that was wrong, too. About 10 times the height of a man, there is a roof above the world of rock, and very, very smooth. But before you ask me any more questions, give me some food or I shall die.
Brother Pedro, give Bogota some llama milk and some bread. He's beginning to learn at last.
I had expected dire punishment, but these people were capable of toleration. They regarded my rebellion as but one more proof of my general idiocy and inferiority. And after they had whipped me, they appointed me to do the simplest and heaviest work in the fields. And seeing no other way of living, I began to do as I was told. Time passed, and I began to regard myself by degrees as a citizen of the country of the blind, while the world beyond the mountains became gradually more and more remote and unreal. The man for whom I was put to work was called Jacob, the brother of Pedro, and his daughter was a young girl called Medina. She alone of all the people in the village listened to me kindly and tried to understand what I said. By degrees, we began to see more and more of each other. Or rather, I began to see more and more of her. You look very beautiful, Medina, sitting there spinning in the moonlight.
You use so many strange words. It is hard for me to understand what you mean.
Yet you do, Medina, don't you?
Sometimes. When you tell me about the moon and the stars and the sunlight and mountains, I try to imagine what the words could mean.
You understand what beauty means?
Yes. It means smooth.
You are beautiful, Medina.
I am. But my face isn't smooth at all. Not nearly so smooth as some girls' faces are. How can I be beautiful?
You're beautiful to look at. Your eyes look as though you were sleeping only. They're not red and sunken like the eyelids of the others. And you have beautiful, long black lashes.
You should not flatter me like this, Bogota.
It's not flattery, Medina. It's the truth. To me, you are the one beautiful girl in the valley. I love you. And I'm going to ask your father, Jacob, to let me marry you.
Oh, no, Bogota.
Yes.
You mustn't. My father will be terribly angry.
What?
You must promise not to, please.
Why should he be angry? Don't you love me? A little?
I like you very much. I am happy all the time we're together. But you behave so strangely. I cannot always understand you.
I will teach you to understand, Medina.
And I will try and teach you to understand.
It was one of Medina's sisters who told old Jacob about our love. And her whole family were bitterly opposed to any idea of marriage. Not because they thought very much about her, but because they despised me so much. To them, I was a being apart, a serf, an idiot, an incompetent, clumsy thing below the permissible level of a man.
I cannot give my consent. It is impossible. Bogota is but newly formed. He cannot become one of us, or any better than a menial, while he still has these strange delusions about sight and seeing. You must try and forget about him. Perhaps after a few years he may improve. We will think about it then, if you persist in your foolishness.
We were both of us in despair, for Medina refused to go against her father's wishes, even if it had been possible for us to escape from the village together. But there was nowhere else for us to go. The village was the whole world. Then one day, one of the elders had an idea. He was the greatest doctor in the valley, the medicine man. And he was renowned for his inventive and philosophical mind. The idea of curing me of my peculiarities appealed to him. One day, he broached the subject to Jacob.
Your daughter still claims that she's in love with Bogota?
Yes, though I have told her that the marriage is quite out of the question.
Even if he could be cured of his peculiar ideas?
But can he be? We have all tried hard enough.
I've examined him, Jacob, and the case is now clearer to me. I think very probably he might be cured.
I have always hoped that he could be.
As we know, his brain is affected. Now, what is it that affects it?
Ah, what indeed?
This. Those queer things that are called eyes, and which exist to make an agreeable, soft depression in the face, are diseased, in Bogota's case, in such a way that they affect his brain. They're greatly distended, he has eyelashes, and his eyelids move. Consequently, his brain is in a state of constant irritation and distraction.
Yes, yes.
And I think I may say with tolerable certainty that in order to cure him completely, all that we need to do is a simple and easy surgical operation, namely to remove those irritant bodies.
And then he will be sane?
Then he will be perfectly sane and quite an admirable citizen.
Thank heaven for science. Bogota, did you hear what Brother Doctor says?
Yes. Yes, it's outrageous. Monstrous suggestion. The doctor's out of his mind.
One might think that you did not care for my daughter by the way you are behaving.
Of course, the idea of losing my sight, of willingly surrendering the most precious of all gifts, was more than I could bear. I refused even to entertain the idea, to discuss it with Jakob or the doctor or the village elders, all of whom begged me to realize that their only wish was to help me, to make me as normal and blind as themselves. To them, the very idea of sight was meaningless. Never having enjoyed the blessing, they could regard it only as some disorder of the brain. It was Medina who persuaded me at last to reconsider the matter, for without her, my loneliness was even more bitter than blindness itself.
Please, Bogota, for my sake, won't you at least discuss it with the doctor? Just once more.
Medina, do you want me to lose it? My gift of sight?
I do not want you to be unhappy, dearest.
I could only make you understand. There are the beautiful things that I know so well. The beautiful little things. The flowers, the lichens among the rocks. The lightness and softness on a piece of fur. The far sky with its drifting down of clouds. The sunsets and the stars. And there is you. For you alone it is good to have sight, to see your sweet, serene face, your kindly lips, your dear, beautiful hands folded together. It is these eyes of mine that you won, these eyes that hold me to you, that these idiots seek to deprive me of. Instead of seeing you, I must touch you, hear you, imagine you. I must come under that roof of rock and stone and darkness, that horrible roof under which your own life is lived. Surely you wouldn't have me do that for no reason at all, but the ignorance and bigotry and prejudice of your people.
I wish...
Yes, Medina.
I wish sometimes you would not talk like that.
Like what? I don't understand.
I know it's pretty. It's just your imagination. I love it. But now...
Now?
I mean...
You mean you think I should be better? Better, perhaps?
Oh, Bogota.
Dearest, if I were to consent to this...
Oh, if you would. If only you would.
For a week before the operation that was to raise me from my servitude and inferiority to the level of a blind citizen, I knew nothing of sleep, of course. All through the warm sunlit hours, while the others slumbered happily, I sat brooding or wandering aimlessly, trying to bring my mind to bear on my dilemma. I'd given my answer, given my consent. Still, I was not sure. And at last, work time was over. The sun rose in splendor over the golden crests of the mountains. And my last day of vision began. I had a few minutes with Medina before she retired to sleep. My darling, tomorrow I shall see no more.
Dear heart, they will hurt you very little. And you are going through this pain. You are going through it for me.
Only that could make me submit to it at all.
Dear, if a woman's heart and life can do it, I will repay you. My dearest one with the tender voice, I will repay.
You've never looked more beautiful than you do this minute, as the sun rises over the mountains behind you. Can you feel its warmth on your hair?
Yes. It is getting late. I must go in to sleep.
One last kiss, my darling. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye. I walked slowly down to a lonely place I knew, where the meadows were beautiful with white narcissus. There I would remain until the hour of sacrifice should come.
Keep to the pathway, Bogota. Don't walk on the grass.
I waited till the whole village was asleep, then stood there in the cool, moist grass to watch the morning. The morning like an angel in a golden armor marching down the steeps. And as I watched that blaze of light, it seemed to me that before such splendor, I and this blind world in the valley and my love and all were no more than a pit of sin. I did not turn aside as I'd meant to do, but went slowly on across the bridge, through the circling wall of the valley, and out upon the rocks. And my eyes were always upon the sunlit ice and snow above me. I saw their infinite beauty, and my imagination soared over them to the things beyond. I thought of that great free world I was parted from, the world that was still my own, and I saw in imagination those further slopes, distance beyond distance with Bogota, a place of multitudinous, stirring beauty, a glory by day, a luminous mystery by night, a place of palaces and fountains and statues and white houses lying beautifully in the middle distance. And there, unpent by mountains, I saw the sky. Not such a disk as one saw it there in the valley, but an arc of immeasurable blue, a deep of deeps in which the circling stars were floating. I glanced back at the village, then turned right round and regarded it steadfastly. I thought of Medina, and she had become small and remote. I turned again towards the mountain wall, down which the day had come to me. Then quietly and confidently, I began to climb. Next day I was high, but I had been higher. I had escaped forever from the Valley of the Blind. This is Laurence Olivier again. I should like to extend, as usual, my thanks to our cast, who included Gabrielle Blunt, Keith Pyatt, Stephen Jack, Donald Bissett, Anthony Carey, Roger Delgado, and Robert Rietti.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favorite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
Well, gentlemen, that's it. That's the training program for the Special Service Brigade during the coming summer months. Yes, Colonel Newman, you wanted to say something.
Is there no hope of going into action, Brigadier Hayden? I don't relish the prospect of having to take news of further training to the lads in Scotland.
I know how you feel, Newman, but it can't last forever, can it?
No, sir.
No, of course not. As I say, gentlemen, that's the training scheme. I'll be glad to answer any problems you may have in my office tomorrow morning. Good day to you.
Thank you, sir.
Colonel Newman, I'd like a word with you before you go.
Yes, sir.
Close the door behind you, Captain Pritchard.
Very good, sir.
Good. Now we can talk. How's the street fighting course going?
It's going well, although my men are wondering if they'll ever be able to put their training into practice.
Well, that's why I asked you to stay behind.
We are going on a raid.
Yes.
I thought it would never come. When? Where?
I've got an outline of the proposed operation. Here it is. What do you think?
The docks at Saint-Nazaire.
That's it. Operation Chariot.
What's the object?
To prevent a new German battleship Tirpitz from breaking out into the Atlantic. At present, she's in Norwegian waters, but it would be serious if she were to leave Norway for the Atlantic seaboard. Believe me, if the Tirpitz were to join the Brest squadron, she could cut our Atlantic supply line with the United States.
Couldn't she break out round the north of Scotland?
Once, perhaps. But it would be dangerous to make a habit of it.
So she's got to have maintenance facilities on the Atlantic.
Exactly. And only the Normandy dock of Saint-Nazaire is large enough to take her. Deny her these facilities, Colonel Newman, and she'll be bottled up in the northern seas. Destroy the Normandy dock, and we could alter the course of the war.
I didn't know it was as important as that.
Churchill thinks it is. Read this. It's his memo to the chiefs of staff.
Thank you. No other target is comparable to the Tirpitz. The whole strategy of the war turns at this period on this ship. I see what you mean.
In destroying the dock, you and your men carry a heavy responsibility. Will you do it?
We most certainly will. When do we go?
Soon. With the nights becoming shorter, the planners are afraid there might be too few dark hours for you to complete the task and be taken off. So they've taken the advice of the weather boffins. They suggest the night of the 29th or 30th of March, when there'll be a full tide for the approach and a full moon for 2 hours during the operation.
So we've got a month.
Yes, Colonel, a month. You'd better get down to studying the outline of the proposed operation and this intelligence summary relating to the Saint-Nazaire docks. As you see, there are plenty of photographs, even though some of them were taken before the war. Tomorrow morning you'll meet Commander Ryder, your opposite number on the naval side of the map. Right, gentlemen. We will study this model of the docks while I try to explain what has to be done. Here, lying northeast of the Saint-Nazaire basin, is the Normandy dock.
How far up the River Loire is the dock, sir?
About 6 miles, Commander Ryder.
Through shallow water?
Very shallow. 3 fathoms at the most, and sprinkled with mud banks. As you see, there's a single deep water passage which could be a death trap. I want to try and approach over the mud.
And when we get to our target, we'll find a dock that's 1,148 feet long by 164 wide.
With lock gates at either end. These pose a problem. Because of the enormous water pressure involved, the gates are of somewhat special construction. Each is a huge sliding caisson which moves laterally on rollers from west to east.
And we've got to destroy them.
Yes, we have. It's not going to be as easy as it sounds. Each is 167 feet long, 5 feet high, and 35 feet thick.
How do we do it?
Captain Hughes Hallett of Combined Operations suggested we use a ship to apply explosives to the target.
A ship?
We intend ramming a destroyer into the southern caisson, landing men from it to carry out subsidiary destructive tasks, spiriting them away on other vessels, and leaving the ship, packed with fused explosives, to blow up after their departure.
It's an ingenious idea.
And should be a successful one.
What sort of escort will the ship have?
A flotilla of motor launches.
Motor launches?
Anything larger, although less vulnerable, would never cross the mudbanks. We'll mount the MLs with Oerlikon 20mm heavy machine guns, so they should give a good account of themselves.
And the ramming destroyer?
Now, this was our biggest problem. We can't really afford to convert one of our destroyers into a floating bomb. We don't have enough. Even so, only a destroyer would stand a chance of survival against the defensive gun batteries. So we've chosen HMS Campbelltown.
Oh, I remember her. She was originally the USS Buchanan, wasn't she?
Right. She was transferred to us at the beginning of the war in return for some territory in the Caribbean. She's pretty obsolete now. I suggest the two of you go down to Portsmouth and take a look at her.
There she is, Newman. The Campbelltown. What do you reckon has got to be done to her? Well, the first thing is to reduce her draft to avoid running aground. And the superstructure? Well, naturally, that must be changed to make her look more like one of the German torpedo boats that operate out of the Biscay port. But the most important factor we have to decide is the placing of the explosive charge. You mean to ensure maximum effect without the explosives being destroyed by ramming? Well, not only that, we've got to make sure that the Germans don't dismantle the charges, should the ship be captured before she has a chance to explode. I know just the man who'll have the answer to that. Captain Pritchard of the Royal Engineers. He's an expert on explosives. There's a naval expert, too, Lieutenant Tibbets. He'll be worth roping in. I suppose there is a possibility that the explosives might fail to detonate. Well, I'd be prepared for that. We may have to scuttle the ship to make sure the dock well and truly is blocked, at least for some time. Have you heard who's in charge of the Campbelltown? CNC Plymouth has suggested Lieutenant Commander Beatty. He'll have Lieutenant Green as navigating officer. Green's pretty skilled in his job, and we're going to need that if we hope to take the destroyer over the mudbanks and then hit a comparatively small target like the Quezon head on. Now we've got the Campbelltown, 16 motor launches, a motor torpedo boat, and a motor gunboat. Force increases. So has the list of targets to be attacked. In fact, I've added 30 more commandos to the training program. What do we use as headquarters? A motor gunboat 314. Lieutenant Curtis will be in command. She's got the speed and the armor we require. Oh, by the way, I've made sure leading signalman Pike is aboard. He's a pretty good chap at transmitting signals in German, and we may need to do just that. And the motor torpedo boat, what's her job? Well, actually, her commander, Sub-Lieutenant Mickey Wynne, is waiting outside now. I'd like you to meet him. He's quite a personality. He's in charge of the most unreliable vessel in the Navy and loves every moment of it. Unreliable? Well, she's always got engine trouble. Carries 5 engines, which seldom work simultaneously. As soon as one packs up, the other 4 suffer in sympathy, as it were. We're taking that to San Jose. You won't regret it. Its assets are Wynn's weapons. Come in, Wynn.
Yes, sir.
This is Lieutenant Wynne. Wynne, this is Colonel Newman.
I've heard of you, sir. Proud to be serving with you.
Yes, well, I don't know that... I want you to describe the weapons you hope to use at San Jose to Colonel Newman.
Very good, sir. Well, the idea actually came to me at a party.
A party?
Most of my good ideas are born that way, sir. This one seems to work.
I see. Carry on.
Thank you, sir. I've had the torpedo tubes on MTB-74 taken down from their usual position and remounted on the top of the forecastle.
Whatever for?
Originally for an attack on the Scharnhorst at Brest.
And how do you intend helping us?
I'm there to fire my torpedoes at the southern caisson if the Campbelltown fails to ram successfully.
Oh, that sounds intelligent enough. There's only one thing that concerns me, though, and that's the reliability of your craft.
You don't have to worry about that, sir. I know how to cope with her.
Will you be able to keep up with the main force?
Good heavens, no.
No?
I'm afraid she's only got 2 speeds, sir. A hesitant 6 knots and a magnificent 40. I may have to lurch along in front or lag behind the convoy, but I'll get to Saint-Nazaire at the same time. I promise you that, sir.
Very well, Wynne. You may come along. But there's to be no trouble. Do you understand me? No trouble. Right, everyone. I'd like your attention. We feel the time's come to tell you a little bit about Operation Chariot. As yet, I can't tell you exactly where we're going, but I can give you a general outline. We're to attack a large dock in France, a dock that can hold a ship the size of the Tirpitz. It's not going to be easy. There's a considerable force of Germans quartered in barracks, only a mile or so out of the town, and therefore surprise must be our main asset. Ideally, we should be ashore no longer than 1.5 hours.
May we know when, sir?
On March the 28th. The commandos will disembark at various points and do as much damage as possible before being picked up to re-embark not later than 03:30 hours. Now, perhaps Commander Ryder will tell you something about the sailing orders. You seem to be dogged by bad luck, Newman. Look at this. These air reconnaissance photographs have just been sent to us by the Air Force. Do you want my magnifying glass?
Oh, thanks. When were the pictures taken?
Yesterday, wasn't it, Curtis?
Yes, sir.
There are warships in the basin.
Exactly. 5 German destroyers of the Moe class.
I see. What type are they?
35-knot destroyers similar to our Hunt class.
In that case, I'd say we have 2 courses of action. The first is to sink them with limpets. The second is to board and capture them.
With a reserve of only 12 men.
If necessary, yes. I wouldn't let it worry you, Ryder. We'll sort out those problems as we go along.
Yeah, things have certainly been designed to obstruct us. The Prime Minister's decision not to let the Air Force bomb the town in case we should upset the French, and Brigadier Hayden's battle with Bomber Command over air support. Oh, incidentally, have you discovered what we're to do if the Campbelltown should run aground on the mudbanks?
Well, actually, I received a letter from Hayden just before I joined you aboard the Athelstan. The destruction of the dry dock is the main task, and only if this is carried out will the operation be considered a success. If the destroyer should run aground, the MLs are to concentrate on the dock and transfer their attention to their original tasks afterwards.
Well, at least we know where we are. Now, all we have to do is to wait to go ahead. Oh, you better get aboard your MGB, Curtis. We'll transfer you from the Atherstone off the entrance to the Loire River.
Very good, sir. I hope you have a good trip.
Thank you, Curtis, though I doubt whether it'll be much of a Mediterranean cruise. More likely to be... Oh, you come in? Yes, Signal Pike. What is it?
A signal from the C&C Plymouth, sir.
Oh, thank you. Now then, let's see. Well, Newman, this is it. Admiral Forbes has given us orders to carry out Chariot. You're up early, Newman. It's only 5:30.
I like the dawn, Ryder. Anyway, it's good to know what's going on. Everything seems normal.
It's all pretty unreal to me. I can't believe we're doing anything but going on an anti-sub cruise.
You know, I've been giving thought to security. We're going to have to tighten up. I've told my commandos they're not allowed on deck unless they're wearing their duffel coats and tin hats to make them look as much like sailors as possible. But looking around the force, it's still pretty full of soldiers. Poor devils. I'll have to tell them to keep out of sight.
Strange enough, I've been thinking on the same lines. Not your commanders, but the amount of signaling between the boats. I'm going to send one of the launches round to tell them by word of mouth to cut it down. I also want all the wheelhouse windows to be greased or covered at night to make them less conspicuous. If by any chance we should be sighted...
Sir?
Yes, Pike, what is it?
The Tyndale's reported a suspicious object on the horizon, sir.
Really? What sort of object?
Well, she says it's either a submarine or a fishing vessel.
Oh, either could be tricky. Order her to investigate, Pike.
Aye, sir.
If it is a sub, we'll get a warning from the lookout pretty soon.
What will you do if she is a U-boat?
Well, I don't have any alternative, do I?
I suppose not. And a French trawler?
Well, the German Navy often has observers with transmitters in French fishing boats. We'll have to get rid of it.
And her crew?
Well, we'll try and take them aboard. They might even be glad to get back to England and fight for their country with the Free French. Can you see anything?
Not a thing.
You know, Newman, I'd say...
You got ahead!
Ah, that's it. She is German. Better get her on the bridge. We'll have to deal with her before she takes a pot shot at the Campbelltown.
Well, Curtis, this is it. We're on the last lap into Saint-Nazaire.
Over the mudbanks. Let's hope the Campbelltown makes it.
She will, if Green has anything to do with it. Is that you, Pike?
Aye, sir.
Any signals?
Well, one from the Campbelltown. Commander Beatty wants you to know that Lieutenant Tibbets has activated the 8-hour fuses, sir.
Ah, that's good news.
So nothing can stop her going up now.
You're right, Newman. The only thing is, when will she go? Tibbets told me fuses of this kind are subject to some variation and that the explosion could be expected any time between 05 and 900 hours tomorrow.
Then all we can do is pray she goes up in a final blaze of glory at the entrance to the dock gates.
Only one other signal, sir.
What's that, Pike?
The weather's deteriorating, sir.
Well, as we expected. All right, Pike. See what else you can pick up.
Aye, aye, sir.
I wish we knew what happened to that U-boat. She may have signaled our presence.
Oh, I don't think we need worry. She was obviously quite unaware of our presence. The Tyndale said she managed to get within a mile of her before she crash dived. Besides, the captain of the Tyndale was so sure he'd hit her. I must admit I wasn't so sure, but we might have misled her by steaming away to the southwest.
I certainly hope you're right, Ryder. Strange. I can smell the countryside already. It's like traveling between fields of new-mown hay. It always reminds me of my childhood.
The town's being attacked. Bomber Command must be carrying out his diversion as planned.
Newman, over there. The 2 searchlights sweeping the water.
Keep away. They must keep away.
The entire force is lit up.
They must see us.
With any luck...
They're going to be on the walls behind us, sir.
All right, Curtis. And then they must go out.
There they go. They're out.
Ah, well, that was a near thing.
I wonder if they know. How's the time, Curtis?
10 minutes to 0, sir, and less than 2 miles to go.
Someone must have seen us.
Unless they think we're a German force.
The outline of the Campbelltown might have fooled them. Newman, look at the Campbelltown. The searchlight lit her up.
They're all coming on. Dozens of searchlights from the north bank.
The whole force is illuminated.
Why don't they fire?
I don't like it. It could be
They're signaling, sir.
Where?
Over there, on the shore. Must be challenging us.
Pike!
Are you going to get him to answer?
Got to do something.
Sir?
Got your lamp?
Ready, sir.
Good. See what the code names of the German torpedo boats intelligence gave you.
Aye, aye, sir. I'll signal we're proceeding to harbour in accordance with orders.
So long as you don't specify those orders, Pike.
You can be sure I won't do that, sir.
Surely they can see the German ensign on the Campbelltown.
I doubt whether we'll fool them with that very long.
As long as we can delay them for a little while, just so that we can get close to the dock before they open fire.
And they seem to be taking notice of Pike.
It's like a dream. I'd say
they're answering, sir.
What are they saying, Pike?
Acknowledging us, sir.
Good for you.
The searchlights are going out.
I don't believe it.
Well, we've given them something to think about, I imagine, sir.
Yes, well, so long as they think the right way, we'll just have to keep going.
Not much longer now. We should be at the caisson within...
They've opened fire, sir.
Just from one gun emplacement.
Let me try signalling, sir.
Well, what will you say, Pike?
That we're being fired on by friendly forces.
Right, carry on.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, that's what I like about Pike. He's got no nerves at all.
Is it going to work?
Well, I doubt it in the long run, but we must try and delay them.
Actually, I can't believe we've travelled as far as we have without damage or casualty.
Don't speak too soon.
As long as Beat is ready to open fire.
Try and stop him.
Strange they haven't fired again. It's almost as if someone made a mistake.
There's only one thing that's going to make them wonder. A German force, when fired on, would have stopped. We just kept moving. I tell you, Newman, we're not going to fool them for long. No answer, Pike?
Nothing, sir. Only thing we can say is that they haven't fired since.
Knocks over. They know.
Another searchlight.
The beam's running up the Campbelltown's mast.
We just struck the German ensign.
The white ensign's running up. This is it, Ryder. This is it.
Helm over. We're getting run, sir.
Have you ever seen anything like it? Beatty's getting everything he can out of the Campbelltown at its impact.
She's going to ram.
Beatty's doing an incredible job.
She's cutting through the anti-torpedo.
The captain's checking her.
Only momentarily.
Oh, look, sir. She's on fire. The Campbelltown's on fire.
And his senders hit her. It's hit the forecastle.
She's moving like a flaming arrow.
You're right, Newman. She's going in glory.
She's swinging to port.
Incredible. She's going to hit the caisson square on.
There she goes. He's done it.
She's riding up onto the caisson.
Only 4 minutes late.
The commanders will be ashore before long. The raid's only just beginning. Good luck, you lads. Right, Ryder. Let's leave him.
Leave me?
I can scud round the harbour with you when there's work to be done. I'll be glad if you'll put us ashore.
Well, where do you want to land?
Well, over there to the right. Pass under the stern of the Campbelltown and into the old entrance to the dock. We'll land there.
All right, Curtis, you know where we've got to.
I do, sir.
I'm afraid you're going to face a hot defense, Newman.
Looks like it, Ryder. May have started well, but I'd say they're catching up on us.
Oh, that ship in the channel is doing a lot of damage, sir.
We'll do something about her when we've landed HQ, Curtis.
The wooden jetty over there, Curtis.
They're going alongside now, sir.
Good. Stand by to land, everyone!
Stand by!
Well, Ryder, this is it. We've come a long way since we met last month. I'd like to say I've enjoyed working with you.
You make it sound as though we're going to meet in a year's time, not in just over an hour.
Do I? I've a strange feeling. You know how things are.
Alongside, sir.
Goodbye, Ryder.
Good luck to you, Newman.
See you on the Atherstone. Come on, men. We're at them.
Where do we go now, sir?
The Campbelltown. Yes, Curtis, I want to go ashore and see how effectively the destroyer has been placed.
Members of the ship's crew are coming down the steps now, sir.
And take as many as you can aboard. I won't be long.
As you say, sir.
Commander Ryder, sir.
Pike, yes, what is it?
I'm coming with you, sir.
Oh, all right, Pike. Well, come on then, let's get going.
Aye, aye, sir.
Glad to see you back, sir. How's the Campbelltown?
First class, Curtis. 4 scuffling charges went up while Pike and I were there, and the stern's awash.
Then there's nothing for me to do, sir.
Mickey Wynne, upon my soul, I didn't see you.
Feeling a bit bored, thought I'd come aboard for orders.
Well, there's no need for you to stink the Campbelltown.
That's what I mean, sir. Looks as though I'm saddled with my torpedoes.
Well, I don't see why you shouldn't get rid of them. I suggest you discharge them at the lock gates there in the old entrance.
Yes, sir. It will be a pleasure. And then?
And then? You're a sucker for punishment. Well, I suppose you come back here and load that infernal machine with some of the Campbelltown crew. You can take them back to Falmouth.
Very good, sir. That's 6 knots or 40.
Just get them there safely, Wynne, that's all.
I tell you, the operation was a success, Commander Ryder.
Was it, sir? Perhaps for those of us who returned, but 169 men lost out of 611 who sailed for Saint-Nazaire is a terrible price to pay.
Well, from that point of view, you are right. But the Campbelltown went to Saint-Nazaire to prevent the Tirpitz from using the Normandy dock, and this it most certainly did. Look at this reconnaissance photograph taken yesterday. You can see the case now. It was blown clean off its rollers and lodged up against the left-hand side of the dock. They'll have to do an awful lot of work to put that right.
If only Bomber Command had given us more support. If only our plans for withdrawal had been more efficient.
The Prime Minister has already accepted the blame for the Air Force's failure in the operation. He says it was his concern about the French civilian population that forced him to limit the air raid. And, of course, there's another thing you've got to remember, Ryder. This was the first such raid of the war. The one that will be used as a prototype for subsequent raids and amphibious landings.
Colonel Newman's a prisoner, I suppose.
Yes, we'll miss him for future operations.
And Lieutenant Wynne of MTB-74, has anything been heard of him?
That crazy boat was sunk when the engine gave up the ghost. Wynne was picked up by the Germans. He's badly wounded, but he'll pull through.
He was so sure she'd get him home.
Oh, she's got him a decoration. One of the many we intend awarding for the raid. There are to be 5 VCs. Commander Beatty for his courage and seamanship in ramming the Campbelltown. Sergeant Durrant for standing by his gun, although seriously wounded. And Able Seaman Savage.
He was with me on the MGB. I saw for myself how he stayed at his post until he was killed. Had incredible courage.
The 4th belonged to Colonel Newman.
And, well, he deserved it. One of the bravest men I know.
And the 5th belongs to you, Commander Ryder.
Thank you, sir. I'm very honored, but I'd like to think I won it on behalf of all the naval forces who took part in the raid on Saint-Nazaire.
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air. We present great stories from around the globe by some of the world's favourite writers in Springbok Library of the Air.
Good gracious me, what a lot of people.
The Epsom train calling at Mitcham Junction will leave from platform 9.
Oh, dear, I'm sure I'll never get on the right train. Now, let me see.
The Eastbourne and Hastings train will leave from platform 15.
Yes, well, let me be, but I don't want to go to Eastbourne or Hastings. I want the Brighton line. I suppose I'd better ask. Excuse me, sir, but are you a member of the railway staff?
No, Governor, I'm afraid not. I'm Navy.
Oh, dear me, I am sorry.
No, that's all right, Governor. Do you want something carried? I've got a few minutes to spare.
Now, isn't that kind of you? But no, my young friend, I have nothing to carry, thank you. But perhaps you would tell me which platform I go to for the Brighton line. I really can't be expected to understand that great indicator thing. Now, if Amy were here, she would be
Amy?
My wife, Amy Winkle. I'm Stephen Winkle.
Oh, pleased to know you, Mr. Winkle.
How do you do?
Well, now, let's see. The Brighton line. Fast or slow?
I don't really know. Fast, I suppose, if it means I get home quicker.
There's a fast train in about 10 minutes. Platform 12.
Well, thank you. You are kind. May I buy you a cup of tea?
No, Governor, I'll buy you one. Look, here's the trolley.
Good gracious, what will they think of next?
2 cups, please, miss.
With or without?
Are you speaking to me?
Yep. With or without?
I beg your pardon?
With or without?
With or without what?
Get him. Sugar.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. Sugar. 2 lumps, please.
Sailor boy?
Without. Thanks. Do you live in Brighton, Mr. Winkle?
Dear me, no. Oh, I'd be quite lost in such a big city. Oh, no, we live in Brimley.
Near Brighton, eh?
7 or 8 miles, I understand.
You take the train to Brighton?
Oh, no, to Essex. Amy meets me there in the trap.
But the fast Brighton trains don't stop at Essex, Mr. Winkle.
Oh, I think they will. You know, young man, this is a great day for me.
Really?
Yes, is this really tea, young lady?
That's what you asked for, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Quite a different taste to our tea at home. Quite different. But then Amy and I probably drink rather an old-fashioned brand. Well, now, what was I saying?
You said this was a great day for you.
Oh, yes, it is indeed. Do you know I've done 2 things today I've never done before in my whole life?
Oh, nothing naughty, I hope, Mr. Winkle.
Oh, no. No, this is the first time I've ever been to London town.
You mean to say you live in Sussex and...
All my life.
And you've never been to London before?
Never.
Well... And what's the second thing, Mr. Winkle?
I've never travelled on a train before.
Well, blow me down. You can't have been around much, then.
Oh, yes, my dear boy, all over Sussex. And though I don't say much to Amy for fear she should worry, I do venture over the border from time to time.
The border?
Into Surrey, you know.
You want to be careful.
Oh, yes, I am. Very careful. I should like to know what brand this tea is. It has the quality of making one not want another cup. It would help us to economize, you know. Oh, well, I did enjoy that very much. I'm most obliged.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Winkle.
You haven't told me your name. I should like to know it. Amy will be so interested.
Spender. Bert Spender.
Well, Mr. Spender, I assure you this has been quite the most pleasant part of my trip. May I buy you a cup of tea?
No, thanks. I haven't finished this one yet. What makes you suddenly come up to London at your time of life? No offence meant.
I was left a legacy. And some solicitor fellow said it would be easier if I came to London to collect it and sign documents.
A legacy? Oh, that's nice.
It is, isn't it?
A nice big one, I hope.
By no means insignificant. £5.
£5? Is that all?
Very generous of Mr. Boddington to remember us at all. He bought his tobacco from us for 50 years, you know.
Oh, you were a tobacconist then?
Oh, yes, indeed. But far more than that. Amy and I opened the Brimley stores 50 years ago. You can buy anything you want there. Anything at all. Mr. Boddington used to tell me they have stores very like it here in London.
You know, Mr. Winkle, I rather like you.
Oh, but how charming of you. Isn't that nice?
Do you and Mrs. Winkle still run the stores?
We still own it, but we retired upon attaining the age of 75 years. And much to our regret, we had no issue. So we let 2 young friends of ours take charge. They really do it very well. So much more practical than we were.
I'm sure it can't be the same. You know, Mr. Winkle, I think you ought to be getting along to Platform 12. Your train will leave in about 4 minutes.
Oh, what a pity. I was enjoying our talk. Now, any time you are down in Brimley, Mr. Spender, just ask for Winkle and you'll be shown to our cottage. Amy and I will be very happy to welcome you.
That's very kind of you.
And when you come in the front gate, don't be alarmed if the pony, Clarissa, is standing across the path. It's a very bad habit of hers. You just push her out of the way. She won't mind. In fact, I think she rather likes it. Perhaps that's why she does it.
I'll remember.
Well, here we are. Oh, that must be my train. Really a very pretty green, isn't it? You know, I've never seen so many people in all my life, and all looking so miserable. I can't think why.
Well, I must be off. Goodbye, Mr. Winkle. Look after yourself.
Goodbye, young man, and God bless you. Good gracious, what a lot of people trying to get through one tiny gate. I couldn't possibly go through there. Here's another gate. I wonder if it's unlocked. Yes, it is. Oh, this is much more pleasant. No fuss or bother.
Here, where do you think you're going, Grandpa?
Eh?
Yes, you.
Are you addressing me, sir?
Who do you think you are opening gates like that, eh?
I'm in the habit of opening gates in order to pass through to the other side.
And now everybody's coming through it.
If I may say so, it would have been far more intelligent to have opened it in the first place. With 2 gates open, the train will fill out far quicker and can leave far earlier.
The reason he only opens 1 gate is because there's only 1 ticket collector for this train. And so that he can see all the customers' tickets, they have to pass through 1 gate.
Well, then, as I've got a ticket, there's no reason why I shouldn't pass through the other gate, is there? Good evening.
Here, Arthur, you just let me see your ticket.
You really are very rude. My ticket? Now, let me see. Now, where did I... No, not in there. It must be in here. Oh, no. Well, isn't that extraordinary? Oh, yes, I've got it. Here we are.
That's not it.
Oh, of course, that's for the flower show. Well, now, let's see. Is that the one?
Oh, that's better. This is the fast train, you know. Only stopping at Red Hill and Haywards Heath. You'll have to change at the Heath for Essex.
Essex?
That's right, Essex. And another time, Grandpa, don't go opening gates without asking permission.
Change at Haywards Heath, indeed. What nonsense. Oh, excuse me, sir. This is the Brighton line, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you. I thought so. Haywards Heath, indeed. Now, let me see. Which compartment shall I... Oh, gracious me, they all seem to be full. Oh, dear.
Mind your backs, please. Mind your backs there.
Excuse me, is there a spare seat in there?
I'm afraid not.
Well, I've got a ticket.
Oh, that doesn't guarantee you a seat, you know.
I'm quite sure it does. I paid a great deal of money for this ticket.
Excuse me, sir. You're blocking the door.
Huh?
Are you getting in or out?
I haven't decided yet. Besides, young man, it's no use your getting in here. There aren't any seats. If so many people want to go to Brighton, why don't they put on 2 trains? You know, we run things far better in Brimley.
Oh, I'm sure you do, but will you please stand out of the way?
No, please, sir. You mustn't push.
Oh, I'm not pushing. I'm just eating. I'm sorry, but I must catch this train.
Oh, dear. I seem to be in now. Good evening, everybody. I'm rather afraid I shall have to sit on someone's knee. I've had rather a tiring day.
Oh, please. Will you have my seat, sir?
Oh, do you mean you haven't got a ticket?
Oh, yes, I've got one all right. But I really don't mind standing. You see, I've been sitting all day.
Oh, how kind of you. Right in the corner, too. I am lucky. Thank you. Tell me, why is everyone so quiet?
Tired, you know, after a hard day's work.
Pity they've all got their newspapers in front of their faces. I always think it's such fun examining people's faces, don't you?
Yes, I suppose it is.
Tell me, sir, why is everyone dressed in black?
Oh, that's a business fashion.
Is it really? Pity. Down in Brimley, we only wear black when we go to funerals.
And we'll be off in a moment.
Good. Good. I'm sure there are far too many people in this train. I suppose the conductor knows what he's doing. Really, you know, this is fun. Where do you live, may I ask?
I'm Brighton, born and bred.
Oh, really? Another big city. What a pity. If you lived in Brimley, I'm sure you'd be much happier.
I'm sure I should. Is that where you live?
Oh, yes. It's the only place, you know.
But if you live in Brimley, why are you on this train?
Because I want to get home, of course.
But this train is a fast one.
Yeah, that's why I came on it. Amy will be waiting in the trap. She said she'd be there from 5 o'clock.
I should have thought it would have been quicker on a slow train.
I beg your pardon?
I said I should have thought you'd get there quicker in a slow train.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't understand.
I mean, on this train, you've got to go all the way to Brighton and then take a slow one back to Essex.
Oh, no, sir. We're on the Brighton line, so this train goes through Essex.
Yes, but it doesn't stop there.
But of course it stops if I have to get out there. They know perfectly well I've got a ticket to Essex.
You should really have changed at Haywards Heath, but now I'm afraid you're going to find yourself in Brighton.
Oh, dear, no, sir. You're quite wrong.
Well?
I had a few words with an official back at the terminus.
And what did he say?
Well, he was rather offensive, as a matter of fact, so I didn't listen. Good gracious me, we're getting quite near home. Time's getting the things together.
And look, sir, you really must believe me. We don't stop now till we reach Brighton.
Let me see. My hat, my umbrella. Look, you can just see Brimley Church spire behind that hill.
It looks a lovely spot.
Do you know, I feel as though I've been away quite a long time.
Yes, but you'll notice the train isn't slowing down.
Of course not. I haven't pulled the chain yet.
Pulled the chain?
I think I should do it now, though. Do you know I shall have to stand on the seat?
But you can't do that.
Well, my shoes are quite clean.
No, I mean you mustn't pull the chain.
But that's what it's there.
But
Stop him, somebody.
He's done it.
I only hope you will acknowledge that I was right in saying that the train would stop.
I'm rather afraid you're going to find yourself in trouble, sir.
He's mad.
This means we'll be late.
Confounded nuisance. Why didn't somebody stop him?
Good gracious me. They haven't even pulled up in the station. How very careless.
Excuse me, sir. Stand away from the door. I'm coming in.
Now, let's see. Oh, soap was pulled in here. Now, which of you gentlemen is responsible?
If you mean who pulled the chain, I did.
Why?
Why? Because I wanted to get out.
Why?
Why? Oh, dear, this is most upsetting.
Now, come on, so why did you pull the chain? You feeling ill?
I'm perfectly well, thank you.
Why did you pull the chain?
Because I wanted to get out.
But why did you want to get out?
Because Amy is meeting me here at Essex.
But this is a fast train. It doesn't stop at Essex. You don't imagine you can pull that chain just because you get on the wrong train?
Oh, dear, have we got to go through all this again?
Do you mean to say there's no emergency?
Of course not.
Name, please.
Stephen Winkle.
Address?
Brimley, Sussex.
Full address?
Stephen Winkle, Brimley, Sussex.
And you admit in front of these gentlemen that you only pulled the chain because you wanted to get out at Essex?
Certainly.
Well, that's simple enough.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get out.
But you can't get out here.
Why not, may I ask? What's the point of stopping the train if I can't get out?
Only in an emergency can you alight from a train anywhere but on a platform.
Oh, very well, then. If you will be kind enough to move the train forward a few hundred yards, I'll oblige by stepping onto Essex platform. I can see Amy waiting. She'll be very cross.
We can't do that. The next stop's Brighton.
Oh, in that case, you must excuse me.
I must warn you, sir, if you climb down onto that track, you'll be trespassing.
Are you going to stop me? If you lay a hand on me, I shall take you to court for assault. Now, sir, if you will kindly give me your hand.
Well, sir.
Oh, thank you. Careful now, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm glad we've settled this whole business amicably. Good evening.
Well, I'll be... Now, gentlemen, I'm sorry, but I shall need the names and addresses of at least 3 of you as witnesses. Mr. Winkle will be prosecuted.
Case number 9. Mr. Stephen Winkle.
Are you Mr. Stephen Winkle of Brimley, Sussex?
I am.
You have been summoned here, Mr. Winkle, because it is alleged that on Monday, 23rd November, whilst travelling on the Brighton train, which leaves Victoria at 5:42, you pulled the emergency chain without proper cause. Secondly, though warned by the guard of the train, you proceeded to walk along the track for a distance of 300 yards, thus trespassing on railway property.
You know, you really make it sound as though I'd done something wrong.
That is why you are here, Mr. Winkle.
Might I ask who you are?
I am the clerk of the court, Mr. Jones.
Oh, I just thought I'd like to know.
Do you plead guilty or not guilty to these charges?
What absolute nonsense.
Mr. Winkle, you must not talk like that.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, but really you make it sound as though I committed a murder.
Do you plead guilty or not guilty to these summonses?
Oh, very well. I do not deny I pulled the chain, but of course I had good reason. Nor do I deny I walked down the track. But again, I had good reason.
I think we'd better enter a plea of not guilty, Your Worship.
Oh, good. I knew you were making a lot of fuss about nothing. Can I go now?
No, Mr. Winkle, you cannot. It is you who say you are not guilty. British Railways say you are guilty. So it is for this court to decide who is correct.
Oh, dear, this is the most extraordinary business.
Will all the witnesses in this case leave the court?
On Friday, November the 23rd...
Who is that?
Will you be quiet, Mr. Winkle? That is Mr. Soskins, the railway solicitor.
I think someone might have told me.
On Friday, the 23rd of November, as the 5:42 Victoria train approached Hassocks Station, the emergency chain was pulled and the train drew to a halt. Mr. Winkle freely admitted to the guard that he was responsible and stated that he wished to alight from the train because he lived nearby. He then expressed his intention of walking down the track. The guard warned him that if he did this, he would be trespassing, but he ignored the warning. I don't really feel it'll be necessary to call witnesses, sir. That is, if Mr. Winkle is prepared to give evidence on oath.
Mr. Winkle, are you prepared to give evidence on oath?
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Soskins would like to cross-examine you. Are you prepared to take the oath that you will tell the truth?
Quite unnecessary, I assure you. I haven't told a lie since Amy caught me in the car.
If you are willing to be cross-examined, you must take the oath.
You know, Mr. Jones, I really don't like the attitude of this gathering. Everyone seems so suspicious.
Step into the witness box, please, Mr. Winkle.
This way.
Oh, thank you.
Hold the book in the right hand and repeat after me. I swear by Almighty God...
I swear by Almighty God...
That the evidence I shall give...
That the evidence I shall give...
Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Now, Mr. Winkle, you do not deny that you pulled the cord on the day in question?
I certainly did pull it.
With what intention?
To stop the train.
Why did you wish to stop the train?
To get out.
If you wished to get out at Hassocks, why did you not get a train that stopped there?
I imagined that anybody could stop the train at any station by pulling the chain.
Now, Mr. Winkle, you're not really asking the court to believe that.
The court can believe what it likes. I'm merely telling the truth.
But it's unbelievable that any man...
Shortly before catching the train, I travelled on a bus in London town and did precisely the same thing. I may say the chain was in a more sensible position and I was able to reach it without standing on the seat. And the bus stopped and I got off. There was no fuss or bother. In fact, I was wished a very good evening by the ticket man. I should like a glass of water, please.
There you are.
Oh, thank you.
Do you often travel on the railway, Mr. Winkle?
No.
How often?
Never.
But you travelled on the 23rd of November.
I had never travelled on a train before that day, and I shall never do so again.
How old are you, Mr. Winkle?
82.
And Monday, the 23rd of November, 1953, was the first occasion in your life on which you had travelled by rail?
And the last.
How had you travelled on your previous visits to London?
I had never travelled to London before. I only went to collect a legacy.
How do you travel when you visit other parts of the country?
By trap.
Trap?
Clarissa's trap.
Quite.
She and Amy are outside now.
Mr. Winkle, can you read?
Yes, but I'm beginning to wonder if my ears are as good as they were.
Did you not read the notice immediately above the chain?
No, sir, I did not.
Mr. Winkle, I'm going to hand you a copy of the notice.
Oh, thank you.
I will read it out. The notice is headed, Alarm. It then says, to stop the train, pull down the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. Will you admit that that is quite clear?
It is clear what it says. but not what it means.
Come, Mr. Winkle, surely it is quite clear that the chain is only to be pulled in cases of emergency.
It does not say that, does it? Let us examine this notice carefully. Here. What does it say? To stop the train, pull down the chain. Penalty for improper use, £5. Well, surely, sir, I did stop the train. I did pull down the chain. According to that notice, the only way I could have improperly used the chain would have been for me to pull it up. But I did exactly as I was instructed. I pulled it down, hard.
Would you like another glass of water, Mr. Winkle?
Oh, thank you.
I have nothing further to say on the first summons, Your Worship. Now we come to the second. Mr. Winkle, why did you walk down the railway track when the guard had warned you would be trespassing if you did so?
Because I wanted to get home as quickly as possible. I asked the guard to pull the train into the station, but he refused. I'm not a young man, Mr. Soskins. I'd had enough.
I shall not trouble to ask you any further questions, Mr. Winkle. Thank you. That is all, Your Worship.
Now, Mr. Winkle...
excuse me, sir, but haven't we met somewhere before?
I don't think so, Mr. Winkle.
Have you ever been in the Brimley stores?
Mr. Winkle, this is a court of law. The magistrate is addressing you.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I was only trying to be civil.
That's all right, Mr. Winkle. But our excellent clerk, Mr. Jones, has to see that we all keep on the right lines. Now, let us take the first summons first. Regarding your remarks about the wording of this notice, I think you are forgetting it is prefaced by the word alarm. Do you not agree that that puts a completely different complexion on its meaning?
No, sir, I cannot say that I do. The clock that wakes me up in the morning so that I can get Amy's cup of tea is called an alarm clock. But that does not mean it only rings if the house is on fire or if there's a robber downstairs.
I see. Have you anything further to say?
No, not really. It's very lucky for you that Amy isn't here. She'd have plenty to say.
Yes, I'm sure she would. Well, Mr. Winkle, I think the position is quite clear. On summons number 1, obviously you did not intend to commit an offence. Nevertheless, I consider you behaved rashly, and you caused a considerable number of people serious delay. However, taking into account various factors, the circumstances of your journey, your age, I shall give you the benefit of the doubt. The second summons is a different matter. You completely disregarded the guard, who warned you of the consequences of your action. Still, you have been quite open with us, and I'm also taking that into consideration when I fine you £2 on the second summons. What about costs, Mr. Soskin?
£2, sir, and 10 shillings apiece for 2 witnesses, 60 shillings in all.
But that's £5.
I'm afraid so, Mr. Winkle.
But that's my legacy. What will I tell Amy?
Do you want time to pay?
Certainly not. You can have it now.
Oh, Mr. Winkle?
Yes?
I should like to congratulate you on the way in which you have conducted your defence.
Case number 10, Mr. Peter Deal.
Mr. Jones?
Sir?
I have a confession to make. Oh. I should not have tried that case at all.
Why not, sir?
I was one of the old gentlemen in the compartment. I'm very ashamed of myself, but I like the old gentleman so much, I want to make sure he doesn't get into serious trouble. Look, Mr. Jones, I'm going to send this £5 note round to Mr. Winkle before Amy gets her claws into him. Would you ask one of the constables to catch him quickly?
Certainly, sir. You know, I feel I'd like to contribute something myself.
In no circumstances let anyone know from whom the money came.
All right, sir.
Mr. Winkle! Mr. Winkle!
What is it now, Constable?
I've been asked to hand you this, sir.
From whom?
I don't know, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Now, let me see.
Good gracious me, a £5 note. Would you believe it? Really, they do things in the most extraordinary way. They go to all that trouble and then give me back what they took away from me. Oh, well, it's only justice. Amy will be pleased. I must tell her at once. Ah, here she is. Amy! Amy!
Listen again next week for another unforgettable story from our Springbok Library of the Air.